As a reseller, do you ever feel FOMO from watching other resellers? Like, oh, maybe I should be selling on Mercari, or maybe I should be selling on eBay, or maybe I should be selling on Depop. Or when you see what people are selling, it's like, should I try out vintage t-shirts, or should I try out pots and pans or glassware? You know, there's so many different options of what you can sell and where you can sell, where you can source. And for the last 3 years of reselling, I have pretty much exclusively stayed in 2 lanes. Well, really 1. We've got clothing and shoes, and then the platform was Poshmark. And I just stayed in that lane. Clothing and shoes on Poshmark, and I wanted to expand, but I forced myself to stay in that lane because I didn't have enough time to try out all of the other things. And a big reason I didn't have that time is because I was studying for and taking actuarial exams. And so I told myself that once I finished my actuarial exams, I could try going down a couple of the other reselling avenues. And so I passed my last exam in January, and I have been trying out some new things since then. So in April, half of my sales came from platforms that were not Poshmark. I haven't really talked about that on my channel, so I feel like I needed to update you guys because, I mean, I've been doing a lot of new things and I haven't really talked about that at all. Okay, so the first thing I've been trying out is cross-listing. No surprise there. There's a lot more platforms out there other than Poshmark, and obviously eBay is a huge one that tons of people talk about. Lots of people have a lot of success on eBay, and that's the #1 thing that I felt like I was missing out on, was listing on eBay, because I see so many people have success there, and also so many people that only list on Poshmark, then they start listing on eBay and they say, why did I wait so long? So cross-listing to eBay and Facebook Marketplace. So I chose eBay and Facebook Marketplace because of the success I've seen others have on those 2 platforms. eBay obviously is the historical platform, it's been around forever, whereas Facebook Marketplace is really pretty new and is evolving very quickly. So I've only been cross-listing consistently for about 6 weeks, and in that time, eBay and Facebook Marketplace have already made a significant impact on my sales. So in April, half of my sales came from Poshmark, a 4th came from Facebook Marketplace, and a 4th came from eBay, which is pretty crazy considering that during that time, my average number of listings on Poshmark was around 150, whereas on the other 2 platforms, it was around 15 to 25 listings. So it's pretty crazy that I had that much more listed on Poshmark, and yet they were only 50% of my sales. So I have really been loving Facebook Marketplace. As I can see my sales numbers, eBay has been doing just as well as Facebook Marketplace, but I think the reason that I'm loving Facebook Marketplace is that it seems like on there, if something is gonna sell, it sells within 24 hours. So I list something, and then a lot of the times, within 24 hours, it already sold full price on Facebook Marketplace. So I pulled out 3 examples. The first is this J. Crew dress. I had this listed on Poshmark for over a year. I had dropped the price all the way down to $12. I cross-listed it onto eBay and Facebook Marketplace, and it sold in just a couple hours on Facebook Marketplace for $12 plus shipping. Facebook's fees right now are only 5%, so they only took 88 cents out in a fee. Then I had this Lily Pulitzer dress. This was listed on Poshmark for $50 for about 4 months, and I dropped the price to $35 on Poshmark, and then I cross-listed it to eBay and Facebook Marketplace, and it sold within an hour on Facebook Marketplace for $35 plus shipping. Again, Poshmark, or not Poshmark, sorry. That's gonna make me confusing. Facebook only took a $2.03 fee out. And then the last example I have are these pair of Danskos. I actually wasn't sure, like I didn't think they would sell on Facebook. I thought they would sell on eBay, but I listed them on, they're men's Danskos. So I listed them on Facebook Marketplace and eBay and Poshmark. These were a new listing. They sold on Facebook very quickly for $40 plus $12 shipping, I think. They're pretty heavy, so I think it was $12 shipping. And Facebook only took out a $2.60 fee. So those are a couple of the examples of fast sales I've had on Facebook Marketplace. I do want to give a warning about Facebook Marketplace. Like I said, they are evolving and growing extremely quickly, and with that comes 2 issues. The first issue is that things are constantly changing. So when you go into the app, it will look different week to week, and with all the changes come glitches. So there's constantly things changing within the platform. And then the other issue is that their customer service is pretty terrible. I've only had to deal with their customer service once and it was terrible. And all of the comments I've seen in Facebook Marketplace groups just talk about how non-existent their customer service is. So again, word of warning, there are issues on Facebook Marketplace, but I'm still gonna keep listing there because I've had a lot of luck in the short amount of time I've listed there. So the second thing that I've been trying out that I've had some success with is sourcing on Facebook Marketplace. So if you haven't heard the term sourcing, that just means buying your inventory. So I will buy from other people selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and then I will resell it on Poshmark or eBay or Facebook Marketplace. So I think there's two reasons I've had success with this. The first is that a lot of people either don't have the ability to put shipping on their items, or they don't really want to ship their items. So if you can find things in the local area, you have a lot less competition as a buyer because there aren't a lot of other buyers in your local area. And then the second reason is that Poshmark's algorithm seems to either pick up an item, show it to hundreds of people within a couple hours, or it decides it doesn't like your item and it sits with no views for weeks on end. And if you as the buyer can find those items that didn't get promoted, then you can usually get a pretty good deal because the seller wants to get rid of it and they haven't gotten any interest. So there's two things that I have done to find good deals. The first is look for the local listings only. And then the other is to find somebody who has a high quality item listed that is showing up in your newsfeed or whatever it's called on Facebook, and in the listings Facebook is showing you. And then go and look at the other items they have listed to try to find those items that are really good, but the algorithm didn't pick them up, so they haven't got any interest in those items. So 3 examples of items I've sourced on Facebook Marketplace. These were all local sales. The first was 2 pairs of Tory Burch boots. I paid, no, 3 pairs. Yeah, 3 pairs of Tory Burch boots. I paid $20 each. I sourced these on Facebook Marketplace. And how I found these was I actually was looking for misspellings of well-known brands. So I typed in Tory Burch but misspelled, and I found this listing. And it was parents who were selling their daughter's items, and so they didn't know how to spell it. They are authentic. So I got 3 pairs of Tory Burch boots for $20 each. And I'm pretty sure the only reason that they hadn't sold was because they had the title misspelled. Then I bought a sliding door set. So this guy had this sliding door set listed. He had pictures of the box so I could see the serial number. I looked up the serial number on eBay and I could see it would sell for a couple $100s. And in this case, the way I found this was that he had a Coach bag listed, like a duffel bag. And so I went and looked at the rest of his listings. I found this sliding door set, looked it up on eBay, and he was only selling it for $40. So I paid him full price, $40. I listed it on eBay and it sold within a couple months for $200. Shipping was $18.47. eBay took out $26.10 in fees, and so I made a $115 profit on the sliding door set. Then the third example I have is a box of Le Creuset dishes. So I was looking on Facebook Marketplace for the keyword Le Creuset, and I had it filtered for local only. I paid her $25 for the entire box of dishes. There were some dishes that have chips, and I decided not to list those. And so I ended up having 4 separate listings that I put onto eBay. The first were 4 large plates. Those sold for... Okay, the numbers I have on here are the sold price plus what the buyer paid for shipping. So for the 4 large plates, the buyer paid $80. Then I had 5 10-inch plates. The buyer paid $72 for these. So these are 4 different buyers. So the first buyer paid $80 for 4 large plates. The second buyer paid $72 for 5 10-inch plates. The third buyer paid $52 for 4 cereal bowls. And then the last buyer paid $25 for 1 pasta bowl. Like, this is a great brand. People love this brand. They're always looking for it. So in total, the dishes, I was able to sell them for $229 on eBay. The shipping was $50. eBay took out $31 in fees. Again, I paid $25 for the dishes. So in total, I profited $123. So those are the 3 examples I have of times I've sourced on Facebook Marketplace, and I've had obviously a lot of success with all 3 of those. So that is an option I've been trying out, especially if I like really want to source, but I know I shouldn't go to the thrift store because I have too much. I'll just get on Facebook Marketplace and appease my urge for sourcing by looking through some listings to see if I can find anything good. So the third avenue I've been trying out is listing dishes. So the Le Creuset dishes are really the catalyst for this. I listed those dishes, they all sold within 2 weeks for my asking price or very close to it. And so in the last month, I have picked up 3 new brands of dishes and I have listed them, and 2 of them sold within 5 days of listing them on eBay. So the ones that haven't sold yet are I picked up some Pottery Barn plates. Those have not sold, but these other 2 have sold. So I picked up 4 dessert bowls from the brand Longaberger Pottery. Longaberger. That's like a tongue twister. They're really well known for their baskets. I didn't even know that they had a pottery line, but I found them at a garage sale. I paid $1 at a garage sale for these 4 little tiny dessert dishes. I listed them on eBay. They sold, I think these sold within 24 hours. They sold for $40. I think it was $30 plus $10 shipping, whatever. The buyer paid $40. The shipping ended up costing me $8.72. eBay took $5.70 and I paid $1, so I profited $24.58. I also, that same day, I picked up this Fiesta ware set, a plate, a small plate, a large plate, a small plate, and a bowl. I paid $3 for them, listed them on eBay. They sold for $50. Shipping cost me $11.70. eBay took $7.12 in fees, and I paid $3 at a garage sale, so I profited $28.18. My current strategy with dishes is to look for brands that I already know are high quality. Like I've already heard of Fiesta Ware, Longaberger, and Le Creuset and Pottery Barn before I ever started deciding to do dishes. So like I said, I'm looking for brands that I already know, that I've heard of because of high quality. And then of course I'm looking up comparable solds, but then picking them up to try them out. And as I already said, I've had luck with all of them except for Pottery Barn so far. All right, on to avenue number 4, listing on TheRealReal and ThredUp. So this has been on my list for so long, and I finally have sent items into both platforms. If you guys aren't familiar, TheRealReal and ThredUp are both websites where you can send in items on consignment. So you send in a box to them, they go through it, decide what they want to try to sell on their platform. Then they will try to sell the items. If they're able to sell them, they will then give you a commission on the sales price. And TheRealReal only takes luxury items. ThredUp takes both, luxury and non-luxury. So I did send it in a box to both platforms maybe 6 weeks ago. Yeah, I think about 6 weeks ago I sent in a box to both platforms. I sent 11 items to TheRealReal and they accepted 10 of the 11 items. So far, they've been listed for about 2 weeks. And so far, 2 items have sold. I sent 22 items to ThredUp. They accepted 19, and so far 4 have sold, and they also have been listed about 2 weeks. So I do plan to do a dedicated video to my experiences with TheRealReal and ThredUp, telling you guys everything I sent in, what they rejected, what they sold, or what they listed, I guess, and then what actually sold, and how much I profited when you take out the fees and all the things like that. So I do plan already to do a dedicated video to my experiences with the 2 platforms, but it won't be out for a few months because they'll still be listed on their platform for a few more months, and we'll see if I can get some more sales. So the 5th avenue I've been trying out is a curated Poshmark closet. Yes, I have a second Poshmark closet. So if you don't know what a curated Poshmark closet is, it basically is a closet with one type of buyer in mind or one type of item. So the most well-known example of a curated Poshmark closet is Empty Hanger. She focuses on one type of buyer. She lists mainly like boho items and graphic tees. And when she sources, she will leave things behind unless they fit that buyer that she has in mind. So I've thought for a long time about creating a curated closet so that you could have, you know, like people will talk about your closet and say, oh, if you're looking for a boho item, check out Empty Hanger. If you're looking for a graphic tee, check out Empty Hanger's closet. So I was thinking, what can I focus in that I can source easily around here and that I like selling? So as I was looking through my sales, the thing that jumped out was bridesmaids dresses. They're prevalent around my area. There are lots of friends and family who have extra bridesmaids dresses in their closets, and I've had good profitability in the past listing bridesmaids dresses. So last summer, almost a year ago, I opened a second Poshmark store, and I called it Wing Woman Bridal. My thought was that as a bridesmaid, you are the bride's wing woman for the day. You're by her side, you're there for her, and the store is not prom dresses, not wedding dresses, just bridesmaids dresses. So that is the name of my second Poshmark closet. And when I was studying for my exam last fall and I would get the urge to source, I would go online and I would look for bridesmaids dresses. And I purchased a lot, like too many. I purchased a lot, and I have been slowly getting them listed. I listed a ton in January and I had a lot of sales in January. But since then, I've been shifting to some of these other things I've been talking about: eBay, Facebook Marketplace, sending stuff to TheRealReal. And I haven't been focusing on that second closet, and the sales have dried up. I'm getting no sales there. So I really have to focus some time there, figure out how to get the sales, how to do my listings, how much to share my closet. So it's been a learning experience. I don't know if I'd say it's a success yet, but it's been a learning experience. I have, like, my death pile, I have been dwindling down. I have less than 10 items in my death pile other than bridesmaids dresses, and I have over 100 unlisted bridesmaids dresses. So I need to talk about it because I need to get it done. And I know if I talk about it in videos, then it'll hold me more accountable to focus on that store, get stuff listed in that store. So yeah, it's fun and it's not fun. Like I could do an entire video talking about the pros and cons and the things I've learned from that second store that specializes in bridesmaids dresses. So those are the 5 avenues I've been trying out. First, cross-listing to eBay and Facebook Marketplace. Second, sourcing on Facebook Marketplace. Third, listing dishes. Fourth, sending things to TheRealReal and ThredUp. And fifth, having a curated Poshmark closet. So let me know down below, what are you guys most interested in? What do you have specific questions on? And I might just do a Q&A video next. I haven't done one of those for a really long time, where I just sit down, answer questions that you guys have. And I think that might be a good follow-up video. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned because as always, I'll have a new video out soon.